guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a huge Q&A where I get ready and I answer a bunch of questions that you asked me on my community page. I posted a picture on my community page telling you guys, ask me any questions you have and I'll answer in my next Q&A video, and this is it. I really try to answer each question really honestly and really in depth because I wanted this Q&A to be where I just sit down and really talk to you guys and open up and be really real and honest, because I want to do the series where I do like a sisterly talk where I give you guys advice on anything you have that you need advice on. Also, I'm going to be doing a college advice series soon on this channel, so you have any questions about college that you want me to answer, feel free to leave them down below for me. And also, I know in this video I might have said some stuff that's problematic or really just brutally honest. If it offends you, I'm sorry. There's other videos you can watch with me that's not offensive, but in this video, I genuinely just try to be as honest and as raw as I possibly could. I didn't try to hold back on anything, so it's one of those Q&As where it's brutally really raw and honest, and I hope you guys like it. I'm not too sure. If you guys don't like it, then I won't do Q&As like these anymore in the future, but I really try to be as honest and as truthful as I can because I genuinely want you guys to hear the advice that I can give you, that I've went through some of these stuff already, so I know what it's like and I want to be there for you guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this Q&A. I'm a little bit nervous, and also subscribe down below if you haven't. Give this video a thumbs up for me. And also, if you're wondering what contacts I'm wearing, they are from HavaKristen.com. You can use my code SheilaBuoy for 10% off of your order. And also, I'm sipping on this throughout the video, so sorry if you don't like me drinking stuff in my videos, but we're gonna drink some milk tea in this video, and let's get started. Tips for people going to their first BTS concert: bring a portable charger. Thank me later. Bring a portable charger and bring cash, like $20, $30 cash, just in case. What's the most I've ever spent on K-pop, and what was it? How much was it? It was a BTS concert ticket. The most I've ever spent on a BTS concert is $500 per ticket. So me and my sister together spent $1,000, and it was $1,000 even though the tickets were originally $300, I believe. If I'm not, yeah, I think that's how much each ticket was. And it was for the Love Yourself tour. It was for one of the dates because I didn't have tickets and I was buying it off of another girl, and they were $500 a piece and I bought them. Do I regret it? No, it was really fun, but was it overpriced? Yeah, it was. I think that was my most expensive, unless you're counting me flying to Hong Kong to go see them. That itself is really expensive, but that was also not only for BTS, that was like my spring break trip, so I don't really count that as K-pop. What would you tell someone battling depression / suicide? I think that if you're dealing with that you're gonna know that you're not alone, first of all, and that you will get through it, and just know that I know what you're going through, and you might not feel like life is worth living, but there are people on this planet, even though you might not think it when you're gone, there are going to be people on this planet who misses you and who will miss you. Like, I'll miss you, like, you're my subscribers, like, I'll miss you guys. And I think that you leaving your entire life where there's so much more for you to do, there's so much left to be explored, so much left to do, you giving up, you're gonna lose on all the what ifs. Like, what if you didn't give up, and like there was, in a month or so you'll get better and things will get better? What if like in a few years things will get better and like life starts being beautiful again, you know? Like, you'll miss out on all the happy things in life. And definitely, and I'll leave links down below if you guys are dealing with depression, suicide. I'll leave the links down below to helplines that you guys can definitely contact. I'm not I don't know all the proper things to do, but if you're dealing with any of that stuff, definitely check out the links in the description bar. I will leave stuff for you guys to look up that can help you. The next one is, what is your favorite K-pop group? My favorite ultimate group of all time is BTS, like point blank. There's no like discussion, if, buts, or whatever. But I'm gonna take this dark brown shade, by the way. I'm gonna put it in my outer corner. They're my favorite group, but then after them, it has to be probably GRWM. I love GRWM. I'm gonna do more videos on them soon. I'm gonna do a video where I react to my old GRWM concert videos soon, because your girl was barricade for both her GRWM concerts. So I'm gonna do a reaction video on my concert videos soon. But those are my two favorite groups of all time. How do I afford my concert tickets? I did a video on this already, so I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. But I work, like, I don't that question, I always get asked it all the time, not just from you guys, but just from people in real life. And like, I don't really know how else to explain it other than like, I work. There's no magic pill or sugar daddy to like give me money. I work for my money. I save up. I'm privileged enough to where I don't have to pay for rent. I lived at school at the time, and my scholarship was helping me pay for a big portion of my school. And then my parents also helped me pay for universities. I didn't really have to pay for university. So I graduated being debt-free, and then I moved back home with my parents because of Corona and all that stuff, and I don't pay for rent. I'm really fortunate for that. So the money that I make, I pretty much am able to spend it. So yeah, that is how I afford to go to my concerts and stuff. But I also don't go out as much. Like, the people who usually ask me that, I'm not saying you do this, but in real life, people in real life who know me and tend to ask me that are the same people who waste money to go out to eat all the time, like 24/7, and go get Wendy's or McDonald's every other day. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the like fried chicken nuggets from Wendy's. They're freaking fire. But I would only eat that sometimes because my mom has food at home too, and like, it's free, you know? So, and getting boba every single day, girl, does add up. So I mean, you choose that boba cup or seeing BTS in concert. What's something you think everyone should try at least once in their life? And congrats. And by the way, thank you for all the nice comments saying congrats on me graduating. One thing I think people should try once in their life is just different food and different cultures. I feel like that's my biggest turnoff for people, when people are so scared to try, like, for example, chicken feet. I don't like chicken feet at all. My dad really likes it. I don't like chicken feet. I think it's disgusting. I just am not a fan. But it's a big thing in Asian culture, and I think it's cool, like, just trying out different food from different cultures. It'll really just broaden up your horizons or your mind, and you're not gonna die from it, okay? So just try it. And also, people should try, like, obviously not everyone is fortunate enough to travel all the time, but if you can, definitely try to travel, see the world. I think that's something you should try at least once. Okay, next question is, what is my favorite BTS era? My favorite BTS era is definitely the blood, sweat, and tears era. I thought that they all looked like tuxedo masks from Sailor Moon. I freaking love Sailor Moon. So yeah, I'm gonna make my outer corners a little bit darker. I'm gonna take this black and just kind of line my outer corner to smoke it out a little bit more. And then what inspired me to do YouTube? I've always wanted to do YouTube. I need to sneeze. Am I gonna sneeze? I'm not gonna sneeze. Anyways, what inspired me to do YouTube was that I always grew up not seeing people that look like me in Asian media, in American media. There's a lack of Asian representation in pop culture media and Asian, let me reword this, okay? What inspired me to do YouTube was that growing up, I've always seen that there was a lack of Asian representation in American pop culture and American media in general. There is a lack of Asian representation, and if there is Asian representation, I remember correctly, there was this one news lady who literally said that in order to get on the talk show that she's on, she had to get double eyelid surgery because her eyelids weren't appropriate for TV because she had monolids. That's what really inspired me to do YouTube. Like, obviously, all of the beauty gurus before me, like Michelle Phan, Juicy Star 07, like Blair Fowler, all those people, I always wanted to be like them. But also, I realized, like, I wanted to be the role model for girls who didn't grow up in, like, a visco, trendy bedroom with, like, freaking like $1,000 worth of stuff. Like, I'm not rich. I didn't grow up being rich. I'm still not rich, and I want to show those girls that, like, you know, it's okay to grow up without all that stuff. Like, you'll still be successful. And I used to, like, be so, not ashamed, but I used to not want to do YouTube because I was so worried, like, I don't have a nice filming setup. Like, people always tell me now, like, I have a cousin who would always say, like, you need better equipment, better lighting, better cameras, better audio. If I listened to every single one of those people telling me all these things, I would never do YouTube because I can never afford that stuff. Just do it, and eventually you'll have the money to do better. And I want to show those girls who doesn't have the money like I didn't growing up, that just take a camera. If you want to do it, do it. Just pick up a camera and do it. And even if it's not with YouTube, it can literally be with college. I remember going to private school. Before even going to private school, even applying, after I got in, everyone in my household was like, besides my mom and my dad, people who weren't even my actual, like, in my intermediate families, my aunties and uncles were saying like don't go to private school, you don't have the money to pay for it, you're being so selfish. And so I wanted to like show people, I want to do YouTube to show people like you don't have to live in the situations that we were born in. You can be the person that's you can be the odd person out to like break against stereotypes, break against standards, and fight for like, there's a system that was placed in like a upper middle lower class, and you can fight to break out of that. You just try, you know. When I was told that I couldn't go to private school because we didn't have the money for it, I told them I'm gonna go. I don't really care, I'm gonna go. So I applied to scholarships. Even though my GPA wasn't the best, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like a 4.0. But what made me different than all those people was that the amount of hours I put into volunteering in high school compared to those kids who had a 4.0 GPA. I volunteered my ass off, and I just remember like people in high school who literally were starting rumors because I was the dumb girl. I wasn't even dumb. I literally took AP classes, like the same AP classes as them, but I was just not going to Brown or Harvard or MIT. But I remember them being like, there's no way because we have like a huge scholarship ceremony at our high school. So people like get praised for that of like scholarship they get and stuff. And I just remember my name getting called up all the time because I won a lot of scholarships. And they were just like, there's no way, she's so dumb, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I took the same classes as you. Sure, you got an A and I got a B. But that's why I wanted to do YouTube, because even with mainstream media, like tell me why Crazy Rich Asian was the first ever movie, and it's 2020, to be the first ever movie in America to be an all Asian cast. There needs to be a change. There needs to be more Asian representation in mainstream media. I'm so sick of people casting Asian people as the dumb London Tipton for TV shows, or the super nerdy Asian girls, like putting them as side characters. I'm so over that. Like, I want to see someone who looks like me as the main character. Like, I want to see someone who is 100% Asian being the lead girl in a TV show, the lead girl in a movie, or the lead girl on a freaking TV show, like in a talk show. There's a girl, her name is Jenny Mai. I freaking love her. She's Vietnamese and she shows Asian culture, and she's so proud of her culture, and she shows that on her talk show, and I'm so happy for that. But there needs to be more people like her, because growing up, I only had people like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato. Besides Selena Gomez, I think Demi Lovato might be I don't remember, is she white? I don't know, but there's a lot of like white girls on Disney Channel shows, and it's always the Asian girls being the side characters, and it's so disappointing because Brenda Song was huge on Disney, but she was always the side character besides Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. That was literally it, and I was never really able to have like an Asian role model to look up to, and I just want to be, I'm definitely not perfect, please don't hold me up to that pedestal, because I'm not, but I wanted to be, I still want to be like someone that more people like me can look up to and be like, hey, if she does it, I can do it too, you know? How's college like? College is really fun. I learned a lot in college. By the way, like I said, if you have any questions about college, feel free to leave them down below. But in college, I definitely learned a lot about myself. Like, I was still breaking out of like being that really weird Asian kid in high school, like that annoying weird Asian kid in high school, and I really found who I was and the people that I really liked to hang out with in college. Like, I cared in high school, since I went to a really white high school. It was almost like 80% white or 90% white. In high school, I tried really hard to fit in. I didn't really try. I didn't really like to break out of the, like, I didn't really like to stand out and really voice my opinion too much, because all the white boys would bully you. So I still remember all of you who like wasn't asked to me in high school. I remember all of you, so don't slide in my DMs asking for a shout out, because one, I'm not famous, and two, I'm not gonna give it to you. But college made me to just like really be able to like figure out who I was as a person. And like, I remember I was so trapped in this one relationship one time and I couldn't get out of it, and it was kind of brought into college just for a little bit, like my freshman year. But I realized something clicked in my head my freshman year. I was just like, I cannot do this to myself anymore. I cannot. I'm in college now. This is the time of my life where I need to figure out who I am, and that's a firework. I need to figure out who I am, what I want to be in life. I cannot just let people walk all over me anymore, and I need to figure out what kind of friends I like, what I don't like. And I just kind of realized, like, there are people in college where they're not bad people, we just don't click, and that's okay. Like, you're not supposed to be friends with everybody, but it doesn't mean you have to be an asshole to them. No, like, there's a place in this world enough for everyone. You don't have to be mean to people. There's just room in this world for everyone, and I just learned in college that there are people like me and there are people who are not like me, and I should be friends with people who I like, not the cool people, you know? Like, I should hang out with people that I actually like, that get along with me, that don't make fun of my YouTube, that actually is proud of me, rather than trying to please everyone and being super nice to everyone just because we were friends my freshman year. College was fun, but you definitely learn so much about yourself and is this too zoomed in? Sorry, you guys. College was fun, but you definitely learn what you have your limits. You definitely learn your limits, and you change a lot in college. A lot of people do, because you all start adulting and you kind of just realize, like, I click with this person, I don't. And in high school, I don't know what you guys, but there's so much drama in high school, and I was so over it. And in college, don't get me wrong, I definitely had my fair share of dramas, trust me. But you kind of just realize, like, you're older now and you don't want to deal with that drama. You don't have to. You can just drop people, and I did, and it was the best decisions ever. So yeah, college kind of taught me how to be an adult, basically, and how to stand my ground and know what kind of person I am. Because there are definitely, just because people were in college as you, just the same college as you, doesn't mean that they have the same maturity level as you. Just put it this way, there's a lot of people in college who are jealous of you. Not saying that people are jealous of me, but there are people who will be jealous of you and who will try to ruin your reputation, which, by the way, doesn't mean it happened to me. I've seen it happen to my friends, and they will try to start rumors about you, and just kind of gotta learn, like, who's a shitty person, who's not. Stand your ground, and college is so big, go make new friends. So that's how college was like.